Hi Virgo, this is LunarticksTarot with a reading for anyone who identifies with your Virgo energy during the end of August 2018, the beginning of your season, Virgo. So happy birthday, Virgo. Happy birthday in particular to those of you with birthdays in August. So a new reading option that LunarticksTarot has available for Virgo season is a quick fix. It's a $10 reading that is 15 minutes long. And I say Virgo season because I will see how it works out during this season and then see if I want to continue with it, see how you all like it. I did get a few requests for a cheaper reading option that you could have guaranteed within 3 days, or that I could have guaranteed delivered to you within 3 days rather. So that's there for you to check out in the description, and I will save info on free personal readings for after this reading. So let's take a look at Post-Eclipse season 2018 for Virgo energies. I do hope you all have enjoyed the first day of your season so far. I'm sorry I was unable to get a reading out for Virgos specifically sooner than this. And I do hope that you were able to check out the love reading that I did, the choose a card love reading that I did for Leo season. I've seen the Knight of Pentacles, I've seen the Lover's card for you, I've seen the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles a couple of times. So I really do think that the Virgo energy is feeling independent, feeling grateful at this time as we're entering Virgo's birthday season. And willing to share, willing to give. And Virgos, I think you know who you want to share with. And yet I do think that you want to remain independent. You're willing to give, but don't want to share too much time or space with any one person. And yet you are entangled, and yet that message is also, I think, for Virgos who are entangled in commitments. At least one, and maybe one that is actually a romantic, of a romantic nature. But you're not. You may be intimate with that person, but you are looking to maintain your independence at the same time. Or if it's not you that it wants that and is looking for that, you're in a situation where though you are committed and intimate with someone, or intimate with someone, and so a lengthy entanglement and trust and commitment and a bond are implied. It's still, yeah, it's still a situation where you are finding gratitude for your independence, or needing to. Or you will. You'll move into that. It's, you know, it's for that may be, those are the messages that were coming up as I was meditating and shuffling, and you saw the Lover's card there was part of that came up. And those may be the messages, the energies that Virgo is in now, that, you know, just sort of help put me in that space. I do have my South Node in Virgo, but that's my only Virgo energy personally. So I think that was to help me with where Virgos are now. Probably the Virgos that this message will be for. And that is not necessarily to say that you have to be in a romantic commitment or partnership. You could also be you know, just in a commitment of some type, commitment to your work, commitment to a project, commitment to a relationship of any type, not necessarily romantic, commitment to a goal, personal or otherwise. And with the Knight of Pentacles there, being one of the energies that showed up for you as well, I think the message there was that your that commitment is progressing slowly. So if it is a romantic partnership and it's not you that's wanting to maintain your independence, it's just progressing along slowly but steadily. It did come up in the upright. Someone, though, is wanting it to move quickly. As I see the Eight of Wands here on the bottom of the deck, that's the overall energy for what's happening here. Now, if it's, again, it could be a commitment of any type, and it's moving along slow and steady. It's progressing. It's evolving slow and steady, becoming deeper, realer, more fruitful, more profitable, becoming more of what the original goal and picture was all the time, but just slowly and steadily. And again, someone is wanting it to move quicker, I think. You are represented by the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So it may be you that's done, you're done stalling. There's the Six of Pentacles again. Like I said, you're grateful, you are wealthy independently in some sense, and you're able to give some of your time, money, energy away, and you know whom to give it to. And that's, you know, if you don't know who that is yet, you will sometime at the end of August. Virgo, you aren't giving everything away, but you have some to give away and you're willing to give some. You're being very careful and cautious about where you put your time, money, and or energy, your resources. Because you have probably been stretched thin. You need to rest. That's why you're covered, I think, with the Two of Pentacles reversed. You are unable to juggle everything you've been juggling any longer. So for a lot of you, it's time and energy literally spent with different people that you don't have a lot right now to give to a lot of people, and you are being really careful about whom you give it to. Except for a lot of you, it's also money. For some Virgos, it's all of the above. You're coming away from a love offer. And it's one of the things that I think Virgo actually cannot fit into their life right now. Where you just don't have enough time, space, money for it. And you're wanting some time to be alone, to reflect, to ask yourself some hard questions, most likely, and give yourself your honest opinion and answer. Listen to your intuition without hearing the opinions of others or anyone else for that matter. And many of you, even though you're wanting that time alone, needing it really, needing time to meditate, needing time to rest, knowing on a subconscious level that there's a reason why you're only giving so much energy, time to money, even to other people, because you're running out of energy. You don't have a lot to give away, and you really need to be careful about your health, Virgo. You need to make time for meditation. You need to make time for your sleep and to get the kind of diet, the type of fuel that your body needs. You really... I am adamant about that right now, because when the Four of Swords comes up reversed, I don't ignore it, or I get, or my health is jeopardized. So definitely, I don't know if any of you are for sure. Some Virgos probably are. Definitely don't feel guilty about the fact that you only have so much to offer. Just really take a look at what it is that you want to move away from. Because showing up in your subconscious, which I haven't talked about yet, is the Eight of Cups upright. So you are walking away from something that's not meant for you, something that's not serving you, something that's a lower level energy, something possibly like an addiction, even if that's just television. Maybe someone who's in the recent past has offered you their affection, their love, their time and energy, and you either weren't ready because you are still healing from someone else, or they themselves had hurt you before, and you had to walk away from from them, from their offer, from their love, because you're still healing from the last time they hurt you. And that's, again, why maybe whatever love relationship is on your mind and on the table, so to speak, in your life right now, it is one of the things that, like I said, Virgo is feeling like doesn't fit in when they're already fit into their life and they're already stretched so thin. Yeah, when your heart is broken and when you are healing from a heartbreak, it is not imagined or in your mind by any means that takes a physical toll on you. It takes a mental toll on you, and it takes a physical toll on you. Your mind, body, and spirit are so connected and so much one that honestly I can't tell the difference anymore when I think about them. And it's hard to differentiate even when I talk about them. I mean, it's all your total energy, and it's all so much more intimately connected than, we can even really completely comprehend probably. And, the advice is for you to offer, I think to continue to offer love to something in your life, as you will be, as you are. Like I said, you, I think, know where you want to offer your energy, even though it's limited. You may only, you just have a little bit of money, time, and or energy, but you know where you want to offer it. And you ought to. But that's why I said, ask yourself what it is that you want to walk away from, what it is that you want to cut out. Is it really that person? For some of you, they were a trickster. They lied to you. They manipulated you in some sense, and it is the right choice to offer the little bit of energy, spare time that you have somewhere else. And you really need to offer it to yourself right now. I think the Ten of Swords being the clarifier on the Four of Swords here is saying that if you ignore your health, if you ignore your bodies and your minds and your spirit's needs right now for replenishment, rest, recharging, laughing, smiling, taking a damn break, whatever that means for you, whatever makes you feel relaxed and then new again, whatever, lets you breathe deep and easy, even just if for 30 minutes, an hour, before, and clear your mind before returning to the tasks at hand. Whatever does that for you, Virgo, if you ignore your need for that, and your need for meditation, and your need for enough sleep, and your need for the right kind of fuel, especially when you are so busy, whether it's busy with fun, happy, birthday, summer season fun, or busy with, practical matters, or both. In any case, that especially during the busiest of times is when we need that. Some of you may be, the number 88 may be significant for you. Let me look at this for a minute. I think some of you are moving so quickly are so busy at this time that you're missing a message of security. You're missing an opportunity to make some money or save some money, a financial opportunity, or you're missing an opportunity to learn something, learn a skill that would in the future make you money, or to grab a job opportunity, a raise, a promotion, something of that nature. Another piece of advice that's here for Virgos at this time is to listen to your dreams, which is always, I would say, a good piece of advice. But particularly at this time, as you enter your season, as you prepare for your birthday, listen to your dreams figuratively and literally, your actual dreams. And, you know, the dreams in your heart and mind that are long-term goals, things that you've always wanted for yourself, whether you are working on them yet or not. Allow yourself rest at the full moon in Pisces. I think I'm talking to some Virgos who are seeking financial independence and or wanting to progress their work, their business, maybe a new business that they are starting, and that is what's going to keep them from well, those are the dreams that you need to listen to. Those are the dreams that you need to follow. And at the same time, for some of you, it's also what has you so busy that you're not getting enough rest, not getting enough sleep, and not making time then to listen to your literal dreams. But I think both your figurative and literal dreams are both pointing most Virgos toward some solitude, towards standing alone on your own. If it's a Gemini that you're considering right now, Virgos, I think your literal and figurative dreams are pointing you away from that potential lover at this time. But in any case, if not, you definitely need to revisit the balance between the balance of how much energy you give to your customers or clients, your work, other people in general, and to yourself, to your health, to your downtime, and again, your rest and recharge time. In the near future, you have union in its blocked position. We will read directly from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot to see what that looks like in detail. My first impression, though, is that, in the beginning of September, throughout September, you're still in need of that solitude, I think. The Lovers in reverse, Union in reverse, and the Hermit card. And that may be what your spirit needs. And like I said, your mental, your spirit, and your physical health, it's all connected. It's all your total energy. If one of them is lacking something, and asking for something, you're not giving it, it will end up seeping into the others. The way that it makes, the most sense to me, the simplest way that I explain it to myself, I guess, is it's all the spirit. The spirit is expressed physically in the body. And the mind is is how a particular part of this spirit is expressed in a particular way. But it's all connected. It's all our total energy. It's all one thing. And in solitude and time alone, certainly time for meditation and rest and sleep, and to focus on yourself, your health, your diet, whatever it is that's falling short. Exercise for some of you Virgos. Maybe like me, takes one to know one. Maybe like me, the work you do leaves you sitting at a table most of the time, at a desk, and that's what you have to make time for, possibly. But in any case, it may be solitude, time to yourself, time for self-reflection that your spirit is asking for, that your spirit really needs. And if you ignore it, I see this painful ending here in the Ten of Swords. Also, there's the fact that whatever you're still healing from, why ever you need to walk away from this love offer, that heartbreak that you're still healing from was a very painful ending. It was, some of you Virgos may be denying that on a conscious level, but some part of you is really hurting. And if you haven't dealt with it emotionally, if you haven't allowed yourself to honestly move through those emotions, is what I mean to say, then you have to, your body is then going to ask for extra rest, extra sleep, at least enough, as much as you're supposed to be getting. It's going to seep into your physical world and show itself, that pain. And some of you may be, well aware that is where your little bit of spare time needs to go right now, to yourself. You're stretched too thin. And pleasing people and saying yes to people and going back to lovers again and again, that is an addiction too, just like anything else, any other addiction you might be walking away from. Just like, any other lower level addiction that might have you hooked. Let's look at union in its blocked position and its future position. So in its future position, I'll show you in the upright. In its future position, union it symbolizes stepping into the void within and using this time ahead to create. It is very affirming, but simple meaning. A very affirming, but simple meaning. Center yourself. Allow peace to flow through you and fill your senses. What you do with this powerful moment is your choice, but make the time to use it. Perfect. Exactly. The potential blockage is when the union card appears reversed, it represents fear and need. Two things that can destroy harmony and peace within all aspects of our lives, especially our relationships with others. If you are lonely and seeking a partner to assuage that loneliness, you are likely to found your relationship upon need and fear. You may build it upon an unstable foundation that has the potential to develop into dependency relationships built upon need, as opposed to those where two who are whole come together as equals. And those are all too often destined to fail. Ask yourself, do you want a relationship right now that is the meeting of two minds and hearts as equals, that is free of doubt and insecurities, that erode and weaken the bonds of love? If so, would it be better to first have a loving relationship with yourself and address the doubts and fears so they are no longer the driving force or motivation for seeking a relationship? I'm going to read that one more time. Would it be better to first have a loving relationship with yourself and address the doubts and fears so they are no longer the driving force or motivation for seeking a relationship? The Union card reverse suggests you stop looking for wholeness within your relationship and instead find it within yourself. Give to yourself all that you would give or wish to receive from another. Give to yourself all that you would give or wish to receive from another. All that you would want to give to someone else. All that you would want someone else to give to you. Give it to yourself. Be your own best friend. Be your own lover. Be happy and at peace with your own company, and you will never be lonely again, whether you are with someone or not. Now that may be advice for a lot of Virgos as you move through your season, as you move through September. If you are considering going back to someone or accepting someone who's just there because you are a little lonely, but more likely, I think that the Virgo energy right now is wanting to, like I said, be alone, be in solitude. As I said, with the Hermit card showing up there with the Four of Swords reversed, you're needing time to continue healing, to honor how brutal, significant that this recent completion of a cycle and ending was for you. It was heartbreak, a tragic heartbreak of some type, again, whether romantic or not. And with the Nine of Pentacles showing up twice, like I had said, I'm not sure if you actually got to see that, but it had for me before. And then the Lover's card reversed, Union reversed. Yes, you need to offer that love to yourself right now. And I think most Virgos know it, is the point I was getting at. And that message is really a lot for the person who's probably going to be continuing to cling to you, Virgo. And the question or message there then is, you know, what type of partnership do you want? You know, do you want to be with someone who's with you for those reasons either? You know, it may be a matter of you just needing some time right now, but it may be a matter of you just needing some time right now, but someone is trying to rush you along through a delicate, necessary healing process because they want to be with you, and they essentially sort of shoot themselves in the foot, because whereas you just need a little bit of time right now, that sort of neediness and desperation shows you that they're ultimately not the type of partner for you. And not something you're going to visit even once you are ready and you do have more time and energy to offer. That's just a message for some Virgos. So, yeah, not all Virgos. But I will leave us there, only because we're coming up on, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes now. And all of my messages keep being so much longer than I mean them to be. I do hope this helped you, Virgos. I hope it offered you something that you didn't have before you came to the reading. I hope you are taking something away from this reading, but if it did not resonate, feel free to listen to your other signs, your moon, your ascendant, your sun, and any other sign that interests you. Again, if you need a personal reading, I'm not sure if I mentioned this at the beginning or not. Oh yes, I did. The quick fix reading. Again, if you need a personal reading, check out that quick fix. It's only $10. I also have rush reading options available now. I'm not sure if I mentioned those. I get those delivered to you within 24 hours of payment. So those are fairly new as well. And there are other options. There's a 30-minute, there's a 60-minute, 90-minute. And when you go to pay for those readings, you'll notice the name Willow Growth is associated with Lunarticks Tarot on my through my PayPal links. And that's just going to be there for a while, probably. I can't seem to get it removed. So they're just one and the same. Don't let that throw you off. And now regarding the free readings, those are taking a month at least to turn around at this point. So just know that moving forward, I will still be taking requests for free readings. I love doing them. But once I get to probably like a 6-week turnaround time mark, I'll probably take a break on accepting those requests. So I don't see that lasting longer than through your season, Virgo, but we'll just see how that goes. Like I said, right now it's 4 weeks at least of turnaround time. But do reach out if you are in need. And I also want to say thank you. Thank you so much to everyone who has requested a reading, who has donated and shared and commented and sent me messages with kind words. It's also appreciated. I thank you so much. I want to say that you are keeping Lunarticks Tarot going. So I really appreciate it. And I love you all so much, Virgo, and I will post another tarot fix for you as soon as I can. In fact, look out for a Virgo season reading that I'll be putting up later today, and a Pisces full moon reading that I will be posting soon after that. Bye, Virgo.